storage. Sick of you.
15 minutes. You may get 17. You go to 20, they're going to fail you. Okay? Good morning. With keys in hand. If I had chalks, I would chalk the wheels. Now I'm going to go to the front and check up under the bus to make sure nothing is leaking, nothing is hanging, and the bus is level. Clearance lights, four-ways, turn signals, headlights, all are properly mounted, no damage. School bus sign, properly mounted, no damage. Windshield and windshield wipers, properly mounted, no damage, properly sealed. Crossover mirrors, properly mounted, no damage. Bumper, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal whales. Whales are not allowed on the school bus, period. Nowhere, unless it was manufactured that way. Crossing arm, properly mounted, no damage. Crossing arm boot, properly mounted, no damage, no leaks. That's a little rubber boot right in here. The air builds up and pushes that out. Wires, wires, wires. Hoses, hoses, hoses. Properly mounted. Nothing. No hoses leaking. No wires hanging. Alternator. Properly mounted. No damage. Windshield wiper fluid. Filled to the appropriate level, which is no less than half full. No leaks, and cap is present. Hoses, 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 wires, wires, wires. Nothing is leaking, none are hanging. Oil, properly mounted, no damage, filled to the appropriate level. Transmission must be checked with the engine running, properly mounted, no damage, filled to the appropriate level. Air compressor, properly mounted, no damage, no leaks. Two-belt pulley system, properly mounted, no damage, no more than 3/4 of an inch play allowed in the belt. Water pump, that's a little round circle thing in the middle there with that bill going around it. Properly mounted, no damage, no leaks. Coolant, properly mounted, no damage, filled to the appropriate level, cap is present. Steering couplings, properly mounted, no damage. Steering arm, properly mounted, no damage. Steering gearbox, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal whales, no leaks. Pitman arm, drag link, tire rod end, all are properly mounted, no damage, no illegal whales. Leaf spring hanger, leaf spring, U-bolts, all are properly mounted, no damage, no illegal whales. Frame, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal whales. Steering of reservoir, properly mounted, no leaks, full to the appropriate level, cap is present. Shock absorber, properly mounted, no damage, no leaks. If a shock absorber is leaking, it's gonna look like it's coated in an oil, not sprayed with an oil. If it's sprayed, that's fine. But if it's coated like it was dipped in it, that's a leak. Air brake hose, properly mounted, no damage, no leaks. Air brake chamber, properly mounted, no damage, no leaks. Self-adjusting slack adjuster, properly mounted, no damage. The self-adjusting slack adjuster adjusts the brake shoes inside of the drum, so as the brakes are wearing, it moves them in closer to make sure you have good brakes. Why am I telling you this? Semis have a slack adjuster that's manual, that has to be checked every day. That's the difference. Inside the tire is the inner rim, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal whales. Inside of the inner rim is the brake drum, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal whales. And inside of the brake drum is the brake shoe. Tire, properly mounted, no damage, no less than 4/32 of inch tread. Retreads are illegal on the front of a bus, okay? Retreads, everybody know what retreads are? Anybody that don't? Okay, just in case, retreads. Retreads is when they peel it off and glue on another one. That's why you see all those pieces of rubber on the road. Those are retreads. Outer tire, properly mounted, no damage, inflated properly, no cuts, no bulges. When you're talking about the outer tire, you must say properly inflated, no cuts, no bulges, okay? Outer rim, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal welds. Lugs, properly mounted, no damage, no sign of rust. If there's rust around one, that means it is loose. If it's rust around one, that means it's loose. Hub seal, which looks like he just had a PM on it because they put some fluid in it. Hub seal, properly mounted, no damage, no leaks. This is at the point we will get up under the bus, okay? I am in a foreign land. I don't know the ground. I'm not getting under the bus, but I will tell you today what's under there. Once you finish the engine compartment, before you close this down, think about it. Because once you close it down, you cannot get any points up under the hood after that. So don't close it down until you know for sure you've named everything that you're going to name up under this hood. All right. Starting at the top, working your way to the bottom. Clearance lights, properly mounted, no damage. Emergency signs, properly mounted, no damage. They do not give points anymore in Alabama for that. However, federal law requires that you check that. So you check that, okay? Windows, windows, windows. Properly mounted, no damage, properly sealed. Flat, convex mirrors. Properly mounted, no damage, properly sealed. Battery compartment. Properly mounted, no damage, no signs of corrosion, properly pinned. This is just for your FYI, because in other states, they would make you check this. Alabama don't anymore. Alabama school bus inspection sign, okay? These signs are on every CDL vehicle. If it is not present, do not drive it. If it is not current, do not drive it. That is, remember, your licenses will be federal and not state. Okay? Now, if we were going under the bus here, which we are not today because I don't know this part. Right up in here, you would have secondary and primary air takes. One is for the back brakes, one is for the front. Properly mounted, no damage, no leaks. Right up, right behind it, if you're going from this side and working your way to the other side, is going to be the frame. Properly mounted, no damage, no illegal welds. And behind that is going to be the drive shaft. Properly mounted, no damage. And behind that is going to be the exhaust system. Properly mounted, no damage. There are no longer mufflers on the new vehicles. The new vehicles have what is called a regeneration system. And what that does is, as the exhaust comes out the engine, it goes through there and it goes through the catalytic converter, which pull out some things. Then it hits the regen system, which is about this big. The regen system is an onboard incinerator. It gets extremely hot. If you drive this bus more than 30 minutes one way, do not, I repeat, do not park your bus on the grass, because it could start a fire, okay? Because that's how hot it is. Now, while you're down here, all you're gonna do is shift your head. When you shift your head, we're gonna do this probably tomorrow. I'm gonna get on the ground, so please be prepared to get on the ground. We're gonna do it at the yard where it's safer. But when you turn around over here, you're gonna have leaf spring hanger, leaf spring, U-bolts, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal welds. Shock absorber, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal welds. Air brake line, properly mounted, no leaks, no damage. Air brake chamber, properly mounted, no leaks, no damage. Self-adjusting slack adjuster, properly mounted, no damage. Then in between, you can get up at that point, and when you get up at that point, then you're going to say spacer. There's a thin shim of metal in between the two rims to keep it from locking the dead once it gets hot. That is the spacer. No garbage, no debris, properly mounted, no damage. Tire, properly mounted, no damage, no less than 2 30 seconds in tread are allowed back here. Retreads are allowed only if they match each other. Okay, so that means on this side you can have one set of tread because they match each other, and then on the other side you can have another set of tread as long as they match each other on that side. Okay, guess what we forgot? Anybody catch it?
Rim.
Did you catch it? She should have caught it. Inner rim, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal wells. Brake drum, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal wells. Brake shoe, properly mounted, no damage. That should have came after self-adjusting, slack adjuster. Okay. Outer tire, properly inflated, no cuts, no bulges. Outer rim, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal wells. Lugs, properly mounted, no damage, no sign of
Rust.
because that means
Loose.
all right. Axle hub. Don't get these two confused. They will take your points. Axle hub, properly mounted, no damage, no leaks. Okay, why is there an axle hub back here, not a regular hub? Let me just tell you. When you do the brakes back here, you got 2 sets of tires. The brake drum is on the other side of that inner tire. So they put the axle back here. The axle is split into 2 halves. You have to remove the axle to change the brakes. That's why it's back here. Okay. Right up under here, you see that big rubber thing? That is the air bellow. That's the air bellow. It is part of the suspension system. Properly mounted, no damage, no leaks. Now listen, before you leave this side, this is the only side that you can redeem points. Why? Because you got a matching side on the other side. So if you realize you done forgot something on this side, you can redeem the points on the other side of the bus. Okay? So once you get back here, clearance lights, 4 ways, turn signals, brake lights, reverse lights, all are properly mounted, no damage. Tag light, which is white and is up under here, properly mounted, no damage. Tag, properly mounted, no damage. Caution sign, properly mounted, no damage. Windows, 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 properly mounted, no damage, properly sealed. Reflector tapes and reflectors, properly mounted, no damage. Bumper, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal wells. Tailpipe, not exhaust pipe, tailpipe. The exhaust pipe goes into this. Tailpipe, properly mounted, no damage. If it's inside the bumper, no more than 2-inch hang. If it's outside of the bumper, no more than 3. We already know what that is, 20 inches. Okay? Before you open this door, make sure you got everything, because once you open it, no more points can be redeemed on the back of your bus. You're gonna push your door back, make sure you lock it and pull it, because they're gonna watch to see you testing that the door works. Emergency door, properly sealed, properly mounted, no damage. Handle, properly mounted, no damage. Emergency exit sign, properly mounted, no damage. They don't give points for this, but the federal government requires that you test this, okay? Aisleway, properly mounted, no damage, nothing for you to trip over. When you're doing your field trips, it is illegal for you to have anything in this aisleway, period. If the state troopers or police get behind you and they look through this mirror and they can see something, they can give you a ticket. And it's all yours. Birmingham is not paying for it. And what's going on with your license? So, got football team, you think you can get away with 2 buses? No, sir. You need to go ahead and get 3. to make sure. Those are big boys. They got equipment and everything else to make sure that nothing is in your aisle. Then when you come, do not let anybody but you open and close your door. If they tear it up, it is your accident. Okay? So you're going to pull it back slightly to release it and close it. Fuel cap. Please do not call this gasoline cap. They will not give you the points for it. Don't call it gas tank. They will not give you the points for it. This is a fuel cap. We have 3 different types of fuels currently in Birmingham City: diesel, propane, and natural gas. To cover yourself, fuel cap, properly mounted, no damage, no leaks. Yes, it does leak. Currently, they're doing a recall on our buses because the inside of here collapsed and it's putting fuel inside the bus. Right up under here, in that cage, is the fuel tank. Properly mounted, no damage, no leaks. Fuel cage, properly mounted, no damage, no illegal wells. Please, please, please do not dump fuel on the ground. It is a biohazard. The ticket is $10,000. And who you think gonna pay that? You know it ain't gonna be Birmingham City. So don't walk away from here when you pumping the fuel. Like we having an issue right now. Where it's collapsing on the inside, if that driver had walked away and that fuel would have went on the inside and came on the outside, that would have been an issue. Now it is at this time, if you realize you forgot anything on that side, you check it on this side, okay? If you have not, then you will say, what I checked on that side, I will check on this side. You can't claim nothing else. That's when you go on the inside. Going on the inside. No trespassing sign. Properly mounted, no damage. Passenger door. Properly mounted, no damage, properly sealed. Windows. Properly mounted, no damage, properly sealed. Handle. Properly mounted, no damage. Step light. Properly mounted, no damage. Now listen, while you're standing here, everything at eye level that has to be checked, check it. Okay, so on this particular bus, you got the emergency kit, properly mounted, no damage. But if you come over here, the fire extinguisher is over here, properly mounted, no damage, properly filled and tagged. But the bodily fluid is also down here. Properly mounted, no damage. On my bus, that's up there, and that's over there. So pay attention to the bus that you use. Okay? Stairway, properly mounted, no damage, nothing to trip over. Once you get up here, everything is at eye level. Check it. First aid kit, properly mounted, no damage. Rear view mirror, properly mounted, no damage, properly sealed. Before you sit down, steering wheel, because this has to be checked with the bus off. No more than 2-inch plate. Properly mounted, horn, properly mounted, no damage. It is at this time that you would either, if you haven't done your air brake test, you would do your air brake test. If you have done it, you would go ahead and go into your light test. So we've done the air brake test. I'm just going to say, at this time, I'm going to do my light test. Will you help me? You have to initiate this test. They're going to say yes. They can't volunteer to help you unless you ask them. So then that's when you're going to go ahead, sit in your seat. Don't start the bus, but turn it on. Let it do its cycle thing while you're putting your seatbelt on. Okay? Turn the bus on. He's going to stand in front of you. He's going to point. So he's going to be like left, right, headlights, high beams. Okay? Ambers, reds, leave them on. Leave the lights on. Okay? Then you're going to do your strobe. Leave it on. It's going to go around to the back. You're going to do the left, right. You're going to make a sign for on the brake. And then he's going to tell you to put it in reverse. Okay? Then once you do that, he's going to come back around. And he's going to come up. And that's when you start from left to right. You do not have to check your your AC switches. You do not. Come on up. Okay. You're going to check your heat, rear heat, low, high, front heat, low, high. Your strobe light is already on. You're going to cut on your dome lights and leave them on. You're going to check your switches over here, air, heat, and temp. Then you're going to start right here, and you're going to check your hazards, right? Your headlights are already on. Then you're going to check your transmission, your water, your oil, your RPM, your MPH, volts, fuel to the appropriate level, no less than half full, and your air tank right here, and your odometer right here. Once you have done all of that, before you get out the seat, look and make sure you've done it all. Because once you get out the seat, you cannot redeem the points. Okay? I forgot something intentionally. What's the one thing I didn't check? Anybody know?
Your emergency brake.
No, emergency brake is already on.
Fan.
High, low. Okay. Now we're gonna leave this stuff on. Gonna get out the seat. Once you realize you have not forgotten anything, and then you're gonna check your seats. Top, bottoms, top, bottoms, top, bottoms. What you got up here? Your hatch. You're gonna push it up. Depending on what the examiner asked you. Some of them won't have you push it up first. Some of them will have you push it up and turn that switch and take this thing off. But it takes a lot to get it back on. So most of the time, they have you turn the switch. Once they hear that, then push it up. Then it's top, bottom, emergency window, emergency window, just to the sound. Top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. Top, bottom, top, bottom. You check the sound. And look at here. All right. Push it up. At this point, you'll say, if I was checking my lights by myself, this is where I would check my strobe light. Y'all see the light blinking? This is where you would test it. Top, bottom, top, bottom. Emergency door bumper, head bumper, properly mounted, no damage. If I were by myself, this is where I would check my back lights. Then you will open the door, look out, close it. Once you decide to come back, going over in your mind, make sure you didn't forget nothing. But also looking. And they trashed this bus. Looking. Make sure no kids are falling up under the seat. Automatic termination if you leave the kids and you're looking at jail time. Okay, don't rush off. Okay, and as you do that, you come back up to the front, and then once you get up in the front, if you feel like you haven't forgotten anything or left anything, then you say, this completes my pre-trip. This is the emergency door. It takes the air off the door. When we get ready to go over, but for some reason Alabama don't check it, don't ask me why. Okay, but when you get in farther in your training and you can drive, if we have time, I'm gonna teach y'all emergency evacuations. Okay, the inside of the bus, gentlemen, burns completely, engulfed in 1 minute and 25 seconds. Completely. Don't play with this bus. Well, why is that? The bottom of the seats can be kicked off as in flotation devices, in case you get over in some water. All right. I have my kids trained on my bus. If we're at the school and somebody starts shooting, they are to kick the bottoms off, put it up against the window, put their backpacks on top of that, and get up under the seat to protect them from flying bullets. Okay. I come from an international border, so our training was a lot more extensive, and we did a lot of crisis training. I asked you if you would like to do that. I'm going to see if they will allow me to teach it, because with the things that's going on at these schools right now, you need to know it. My kids know what to do. If they in the school and somebody get in there and do some stuff, they know what to do. I feel sorry for that person if they get in the class and my kids are in there, because they probably won't make it out. Make sure your students understand that their safety is priority to you, and they will not let you down on how they handle themselves on the bus. Okay? Stop your videos.